There are no jobs in the UK, there are no jobs in Hull, you know. For almost 8 months, living as good. I cannot hear anything. Job about. So be taking care of reptiles. At that point, I just told her, just for the first week, I was traumatized. Because everywhere I was going, I was particularly people. This video goes up. I'm going to upload the picture I took yesterday of Joke inside the place. Generally, it's cheap. Very cheap. Clothes here is, especially when you're not looking for Zara or River Island. Okay, then you 4 pounds. 4 pounds. You need to keep your ears open. 2.0. Those that go to Japan to Canada from here, or to the US from. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. They laugh. You guys will say this girl is always appearing and disappearing. It seems like every time I wear this hair, I'm always in the mood to make a video. So yeah, what are we going to be talking about today? Just as the thumbnail says, 1 year after. How has life been living in the UK after 1 year? Has it been smooth? Has it been rough? What are things I regret, or what are things I wish I knew? And I also have Joke here. Joke just came in. How long have you stayed? 2 months plus. It's not 2 months. No, okay. So 1 month plus. How has your experience been in the past 1 month plus? So yes, we're just generally just going to be gisting and talking about things that we have experienced so far. For me, that have stayed 1 year, and things I felt I should have done that I didn't do, or things I felt I wish I knew earlier. So Jackie, let's start with you.
Okay.
1 month in the UK. How has life been?
Well, life has been good. It's at first I was I was under lots of pressure to get a job. As fast as that period, I was applying back to back, but luckily I was able to I got one, I think 2 weeks after I got here. Then I got another one 3 weeks after I got here, and it's been good. It's been fun. It's been, and when you are with the tenor base, there's no dull moment. So it's been really fun, and it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So
okay, yeah. I'm sure before you came in, you must have heard a lot of things, especially concerning jobs. There are no jobs in the UK. There are no jobs in Hull. Yeah. Hull is a small city.
I remember at one point when I was looking for a job, one of my friends called somebody that was already in the UK, and immediately the guy said, England, Hull. He just shouted, Hull. There's nothing in Hull. Why did the person? I just dropped that call. Because it was a bad energy. But I knew that people are here. They are getting jobs. I would get my own job. So it's not what people are saying. Unless you experience it yourself, it's way better than what people are painting the UK and all to be.
And I think a lot of things depend on how positive you are.
Well, true.
And not depending or listening to what people are saying. Because most people who talk are not even here.
True.
And for some people, it's not actually their experience. It's them say. Yes. So they just, spread that rumor based on what they've heard.
And it becomes some people's reality.
And again, when you talk about jobs, I think basically a lot of people came in with, in quotes, a wrong mindset. They were not open. They already had this mindset that I cannot do this kind of work. I cannot do this kind of work. Okay. So I feel like that actually also limited people.
Yeah.
Because when you have that kind of mindset from the beginning, it will work against you.
Of course.
It will work against you, definitely. Okay. So now, for me, 1 year. So how has life been? Okay, I'm going to start with how do I start with house hunting, because that was our major challenge when we came in. When we came in, in fact, God was in this business all through. because the way we got our house, it was more or less like a miracle. But then there were things we did that right now we just felt we shouldn't have done. You know, the one thing I would advise anybody coming in, especially if you're a couple or a family, please do not sublet a house.
Okay.
Anybody tell you, I'll give you a house, you'll be paying to me, I'll be paying to the landlord. As long as you're not paying that bill in your name, please don't go there. And if you have to find yourself in that situation, please don't stay in that situation for too long. Because if there's one thing this country is about, it's about credit score. For you to do anything in this country, you must have a credit score. And you must have like an evidence that you have been here.
In the UK, yeah.
So it was more or less like we stayed here for almost 8 months, living as ghosts, literally, because we didn't have any contract in our name. Aside from my husband that did a phone contract, me, I know cuckoo. I've always had this mindset that anything that has to do with credit or basic count me out. So I didn't bother even taking the same contract. I didn't bother. It's now I'm actually realizing how important it is. Yeah. Then talking about work, I think Joke is luckier than we were. Joke got a job in 2 weeks. We got our job in a month. Like the stable job we do now, we got it in a month. But before then, as sharp guys that we are, we were doing some jobs that were taking us around. We went to a lot of places around the UK, went to Scotland, went to where are those places we went to?
Leeds, Manchester.
No, I didn't go to Leeds. Went to Manchester, went to Scotland, went to London. So we're doing some small jobs that were taking us around. But before we actually got the proper work we are doing now, it was like after 1 month. After 1 month before we got the job, and it's been good. And like I said earlier, getting a job in the UK is not that difficult actually. It's just for you to keep an open mindset and just accept what comes and know that it's not exactly, it's just a starting point. It's not where you want to or where you're going to actually be forever. So what else? Schoolwork. I can remember like a month into school, I came home one day, I was crying. And I was like, what is it? Why are you crying? I said, I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear anything they are saying. I can't hear. I'm sitting down in the class. I can't hear anything. They are just talking. I can't hear. And if you are not hearing, how would you understand? You can't even understand what they are saying. But as we stayed more and started getting used to their accents and everything, and we started understanding and we started hearing. The truth is that I was so scared at the beginning because when you hear 4,000 words, 3,000 words, and you be like, where are you going to start from? Where are you even going to start from? As in, what do you want to write? What do you want to write? But I think one very thing that worked for me is having friends that had like minds. I had friends. The way the friendship came about, it was a particular course that actually joined us together, and from that course we just started being friends and started helping each other out. So I had friends that had like minds, and we all knew what we wanted out of school. So we all worked together, helping each other, assignments and coursework, whatever, presentations. Anywhere one person is lacking, we try to push the person up, and because nobody knows everything. So I think that was what basically works for me, and I think it works for you. Look for people of like mind, people you can always run to when you have difficulties in courses. Seriously, it's about, there are some people that actually, it's not like they are
They might be slow in learning.
It's not even that they are slow, but they are not just interested in the school work.
They cannot.
There are people like that na japa carry them come. Like some people will tell me, I no come here come school, na japa carry me come, and I will tell them, me I come school. So as we had it last semester, first semester, I got a couple of awards in school. But and The work we started on a very good note, and we're going to end strong.
Amen.
What else?
Wait, do you know what I remember? When you were talking about accent, remember that day that I was in the bathroom? That lady called me to come and do first making.
That's actually the thing about jobs. You get job, if you are job in a time, you go see job dey this UK. The annoying thing is that they didn't even want to disclose the location. They said the location is what did she even use? The one she used.
After Beverly, is it Beverly?
No, she said
after Humber Bridge.
After Humber, but that she cannot disclose the address. Okay, what's the job about? So be taking care of reptiles. At that point, I just told her, just terminate. I can't be taking care of reptiles. I beg. Maybe wetin we come this for UK. So currently, since school is over, I'm looking for a full-time job now. Yeah. Although my current job, I'm already working full-time, but I'm looking for a career job because I currently work in healthcare as a healthcare assistant, and it's not like it's not a good job, but there are a lot of other things in healthcare that if you don't have the mind and the head to carry it, you cannot do it for a long time. And I've always been, how do I put it? I've always been an office kind of person.
Yeah.
God knows that when I started this job, for the first week I was traumatized. Yes, I was. Because after my first week of shadowing, I don't know what it was. But everywhere I was going, I was perceiving people. Everywhere I was going, I was perceiving people. It got to the point that every minute I was smelling my hand. Why am I perceiving poo? As in, it was just in my mind. It was just in my head. Because I couldn't understand why. Even till now, sometimes, you might just be doing the job and you just feel a certain way. You have to excuse yourself, either to go and throw up or spit or something. It's not an easy job. In fact, I really give kudos to people who have done this job for so exactly. For people who have taken it like a full-time, permanent career.
Some people,
I doff heart for you people.
Like I met a guy. Was it 2 days ago? No, it was. I went to work on Friday. One of the people I met, the husband of one of the service users, was like, "Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. You make the kini come." Like, what are we doing? It was painting it like we are really doing so much.
We're actually doing so much because the care job is the kind of job that the government recognizes very well. That's why if you notice, carers have in fact, people in the health sector, they have some kind of privileges, that normal people don't have. Example is this high HS refund. If you come in as a carer or you come in as a student or whatever visa you come in and you're doing healthcare, you get a refund of your high HS. So for those of you that have not applied for your refund, you can go and apply. I'm actually expecting my second batch of payment. So yeah. So what else do you think?
Cold.
The weather. Well, the weather wasn't a bit of a challenge to me until now.
After your flu shot.
Until now, yeah. Because we both worked in the bank. I worked in the bank for 9 years. How many years did you work? 5 years. I worked in the bank for 9 years, and I think we got used to the.
Well, I don't know.
I actually got used to the cold environment. I got used to the cold environment, so I hardly feel cold. No, I don't feel cold at all. But recently, they were sending flu vaccine. Every morning I wake up with the text message on my phone, come and take flu vaccine, and I went to go and take flu vaccine. Since then, it was like my body just changed. Small cold like this, I'll be shaking like fish. So I'm still yet to understand what happened, but a friend told me that it actually happens that when people take the vaccine, their body now gets to start feeling feverish and all those kind of things. I hope that's not what's happening with me, Sha.
But you die down after a while now.
Well, let's see. Because when I took the shot, the man that gave me the injection said I would feel some certain way for some days. So let's hope that maybe after 5 days or so it goes off, it stops. Um, what else?
For me, the cold then. They say cold have not started, but I'm feeling cold.
By the time this video goes up, I'm going to upload the picture I took yesterday of Joke inside the
Really? You know my picture.
No, you will see when the video goes up. So oh my god. What else? What else? What else is
Food. Well, I don't know. I can never get used to Igbo food. I don't know where they are eating shao, but food generally is cheap. You cannot you can't run out of options of food. I think that's one thing that is here. Though I'm not used to Igbo food though, but food is cheap. I think everybody knows that already.
Yeah, everybody knows food is cheap, but you know that most Africans always want to eat their food.
Yeah.
So when you want to eat African food, that's where there's a problem. African food is not cheap. And we, when we were coming from Nigeria, we didn't come with food. We only came with clothes and shoes.
And pork.
My husband came with 15 pairs of shoes.
but the good thing is you people make your food. Yeah. Your husband is a chef. You should open a restaurant, really.
But
a chef.
But you know, most Nigerians especially, if it's not that native food they know,
amala,
they won't eat. Exactly. They're always looking out for where do we buy one Nigerian store, one African store. No, we don't limit ourselves to that actually. And so I don't think food is a problem.
Saying it's in, you can actually, you don't have to eat amala and all those things.
But some people, that's what they eat. I have a colleague at work. If it's not swallow, it's not eating anything.
Rice, uncle.
He doesn't eat rice. It's always swallow. It's always swallow. So
all
those kind
salary
of
we going to
exactly. So those kind of people will actually spend more on food. Here, with 50 pounds, 80 pounds, we are three. In fact, I don't think we finish food items of 80 pounds in a month. No, we don't. In fact, the meat we bought is still in the fridge. It hasn't gone half. So I think food is considerably cheap here. Clothes. Clothes are cheap.
As in,
clothes are very cheap. In fact, if you don't control yourself, clothes will chase you out of your house.
Very cheap.
Because to get clothes here is,
especially when you're not looking for Zara or River
but you know, once in a while, you have to indulge yourself.
Yeah, once in a while, of course. You don't work now, you spend your money. But clothes are cheap. I was able to get some clothes for £1, 50 pence, £2. The highest
ridiculous amount.
As in my winter jacket I wore today was £4.
And you can show them. Where is it?
It's inside.
Go and bring it.
Let me bring it. £4. Let me show you. Okay.
Brand new, £4.
£4.
Brand new. Like, there's no tear, there's no wear. See. So they are really cheap. Items of clothing are cheap. Yeah. Especially when you're not going to the designers in quotes. But you know once in a while
you have to buy the designers.
Exactly.
Not every day.
So what else? In this UK, you see, you need information. You need information. You need to keep your ears open. As in, because there are a lot of things you will not even know that are existing.
I'm telling you.
In this UK. Okay, example now, last month, Patricia called me. My friend Patricia called me. Juliet, have you updated your passport on UKVI site or whatever? I'm like, which one will update my passport again? Don't you know if you get a new passport, you have to send a mail to UKVI to update it? I said, I don't know. I don't know. So if I didn't have Patricia, I wouldn't have gotten that information from anywhere. So as she told me, I had to go and do my research. I got the information. I went to their site, downloaded the form. In fact, I think she was one that sent me the form. She sent me the form. I downloaded it. I filled it and sent it back to UKVI. And after 3 days, I got a mail from them that my data, my passport has been uploaded, and blah 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 blah. So those kind of things, for those of you still looking for tier two, or you're looking for, some other kind of information, you need to keep your ear on the
On the
ground.
ground, yeah.
Be free, make friends with people.
Yes.
Don't be carrying your face, because if you don't know people, you will suffer
UK,
in
if
this
you
country.
carry your face, you'll be depressed, you'll be alone, because the country itself is built to make you feel alone. Like
Exactly.
nobody sends you.
Exactly.
So you have to be deliberate about making friends. Yes.
Meeting people.
It's not like Nigeria that what's up, my guy. If you say what's up too much, they'll be looking at you one kind, but you have to be deliberate.
Then, like I mentioned earlier, credit score. Building your credit is very important.
Very important.
SIM contracts, phone contracts. Make sure you put your bills on direct debit, your house bill, energy bill, water bill, whatever bill you are paying. If you're staying in an inclusive house, just put your whole rent on direct debit. Your council tax, we don't pay council tax. Those people, they didn't even wait. A week before lectures ended officially, they just sent the letter back. Council tax, bill don't start with that. So just put everything on direct debit and just watch your credit go.
Yeah.
That's it. And some of other things that I wished we actually knew earlier. Driving. We should have started driving way earlier than we started. Because if we had started earlier, the difficulties we are facing now won't be facing them. Because now we're still getting to know the roads marking, all those white chalk on the floor. Yes, now, because you are driving and you're just going small as if you are a learner. While I've been driving for 9 years back in my country, but here now in this new country, because we just started, you have to be very careful, where you enter, where you go to. In fact, sometimes you decide not to even drive because where you are going to, you don't know, or you are not sure, and you don't even know where to park or how to park. Those kind of little things that if we had started earlier, by now it shouldn't be a problem anymore. Then traveling, I can't even overemphasize it. Travel, go out. As a student now, your BRP can take you into some countries without visa. You need to travel, you need to explore. And for some of us that still have Japa 2.0, maybe those that still want to Japa to Canada from here, or to the US from here, travel. The good thing about it is that to get visa to US and Canada from UK is very easy. I know people who have done it, and it's very fast. They don't even waste time. As long as you are going with your student BRP or whatever, they will give you the visa. It's not a difficult thing, because they assume that they know that you will come back, even though we know some people might not come back, but they assume that you are a student, you will definitely come back to come and finish your studies. Exactly. And even you that want to go to maybe all these Schengen countries, what do they call them? Your BRP. Some of them you don't need visa now. Joshua. For some of those countries you don't need visa. Places like Montenegro, Albania, you don't need visa. It's just your BRP, and just make sure that your BRP is 6 months valid.
Okay.
And you can enter those countries. Just go and get your paper stamped. That's the cocoa. Because once you have passport that is stamped, to enter some countries will not be difficult for you. So what else? Side hustle. If you are not yet here, even if you are here, go and learn how to plait hair. Learn how to do hair. I'm sure some of you know I recently cut my hair. Well, it's not only because I know how to do hair. Actually, I've been doing hair since my secondary school days, but that hair was very tough to handle. That's why I cut it. But then, even as I knew how to do hair, that my hair was too much of a struggle for me. And to find somebody who would be willing to do it was another big deal for me, because the hair was too voluminous, it was too much. And in Nigeria, what I used to do then, if I go to a salon, I don't open my hair until I've bargained the price.
Okay.
Once I now bargain price, I will now open the hair, and they will now start screaming. They will now start screaming, what kind of hair is this? your hair is too much, you're supposed to pay double of the amount you want to pay, blah blah blah. That's how it was for me in this UK. I just have to just cut the hair, but I've started again. I've started keeping it again. So let's see how that goes. What else?
There's really nothing. Just have fun.
Exactly. Have fun. Go out while you can. Don't get depressed. UK can get somebody depressed. If you have time, don't be packing shift all the time. Go out. Have fun. Rest. Just sometimes there are some places that don't even cost you money to go to. There's some places you go to, you don't need to pay money. Yes, you don't need to spend any money. Just go out. There are a lot of places, especially in this hall. People think hall is small, hall is this, hall is that. There are a lot of places to go to. A lot of places you can go to and just generally hang out with people and just have fun and just enjoy yourself. Maybe I'll do a short video. Yeah, I'll do a short video to drop a list of fun places. I've even done some videos. You can go back to look at them. I've done some videos, fun places you can visit in hall. I think I did 2 videos so far.
That karting and
you can go karting, you can go what's the other place? Bowling. Yeah. There's some places, but I was still trying to do a short video, to tell you guys fun places you can visit in hall to just relax and have fun. And you don't need to spend the whole of your money to do that. So I think that's about it, Abby.
Yeah.
I want to say something. One more thing though. If you're coming into this country, like people always say, they say have a plan. Yes, you should have a plan. Even though most times, man proposes,
God disposes,
and God disposes. But have a plan. Especially if you're coming like a family, you're coming in as a family or a couple. This world is about sacrifice and compromise. And the reason why I'm saying this is about some people who wake up one day and say they cannot do this kind of work, they cannot do this kind of work. See, this is UK. There's dignity in labor in this country. It doesn't matter the kind of job you are doing. The thing should be that do something that will get you to where you get you a step closer to where you are going to. If it is that care job that will get you a step closer to where you are going to, please do it. So I think we've said enough. We've said a lot. I think you just pick the points that feel like are valuable to you and run with it. So I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Don't forget to share.